We're going to look at why good manners and etiquette aren't just old-fashioned, stuffy rules. Actually, think of them more like the underlying operating system for human connection.
With AI, instant messaging, and literally everything happening at lightning speed everywhere, it's super easy to wonder, are basic manners just outdated? Honestly, it's a completely fair question. But as we'll see, while the way we do things constantly evolves, those core principles of respect, they're totally timeless. Let's bust a few common myths right off the bat. A lot of people kind of think manners are, outdated or strictly meant for super formal events, or even just plain fake. But the reality? Genuine respect never ages. Authentic politeness applies absolutely everywhere, whether you're sitting at the dinner table or just scrolling through your social media feeds. Section 1. Personal respect and relationships, the foundation of how we treat each other. So the really crucial point here is that showing respect actually demonstrates that you truly value the people around you. I mean, simple, everyday actions like just saying please or offering a quick apology, they communicate really deep consideration. It's exactly like that famous quote beautifully highlights, people might forget exactly what you said, but they will absolutely remember how you made them feel. And think about meeting someone brand new. Etiquette is essentially your secret weapon for first impressions. When your good manners project traits like being professional, trustworthy, mature, confident, and just, easy to work with, that literally opens doors to some pretty exciting new opportunities. But hey, good manners definitely aren't just for strangers. Our healthy relationships, both personal and professional, rely incredibly heavily on basic courtesy. Why? Because it reduces misunderstandings, prevents completely unnecessary conflicts, encourages us to cooperate, and actually builds really deep trust over time. Those tiny little acts of kindness, they have a massive, lasting impact. You can also see how etiquette is just so deeply tied to how we communicate with each other. We're talking about things like actively listening, speaking politely, actually respecting different opinions, just waiting your turn to speak, and choosing appropriate words. Getting into these habits makes our everyday conversations way more productive and, honestly, a lot more enjoyable. Moving on to Section 2, Professional and Digital Success, Etiquette in the Modern Workplace and Online. Now, employers obviously value technical skills, right? But they absolutely demand professionalism. Basic steps like being punctual, respecting your colleagues, writing a professional email, dressing appropriately for the setting, and just following standard meeting etiquette, these are the exact steps that turn everyday employees into highly effective leaders. And since so much of our interaction happens online these days, we really need strong etiquette. Applying that same level of respect when you're sending emails, using social media, hopping on a video meeting, or just messaging a colleague, it fiercely protects your digital reputation. It's a real game changer. Okay, Section 3, Community, Culture, and Timelessness, Building a Better World Together.
Here's the thing. Good manners aren't about faking it or just pretending to be polite. Not at all. They're actually an outward reflection of really deep internal character qualities. We're talking about kindness, humility, self-control, empathy, and responsibility. And when people see those qualities in you, it naturally inspires their confidence.
Think about the bigger picture for a second. When we practice simple, everyday behaviors like holding the door for someone at the grocery store, waiting patiently in line, respecting public spaces, or just offering a helping hand, we literally build much more welcoming communities. And if you're traveling internationally, observing local customs demonstrates some amazing cultural awareness. Now, technology, fashion, the latest social trends, those are always going to change. They fluctuate. But what remains? Personal integrity, honesty, emotional intelligence, kindness, and respect. Those things are never going to go out of style. In fact, good manners are basically a timeless sign of incredibly high emotional intelligence.
So, what does this all mean for us? The ultimate takeaway from this explainer is actually pretty simple. Courtesy is arguably the simplest yet most powerful way to earn trust and really demonstrate your character.